I'm back again with another diecast review. For now, later on I might be doing a little, I wouldn't say a rant video as such, but a kind of discussion of some views I have at the moment of NASCAR at the moment, especially after the Talladega race and everything. You know, there's a lot of discussion about whether we should go there and all this, that and the other. But anyway, I will be putting up a video later on just discussing my views on the subject and that. But well, that's for a later video. For now, I'm doing another diecast review, while simultaneously watching the 2007 Daytona 500. I do like the old cars of yesterday, I will admit. But anyway, again, for another video. Right now, I am reviewing a car of tomorrow, diecast. And it's this one right here. Got it today. Juan Pablo Montoya, 2008. Texaco Hamelin Dodge Charger, number 42, Chip Ganassi Racing, Felix Abartes. And there's the car. I got it today because I don't have a Juan Pablo Montoya diecast, and I couldn't find one of his 2009 livery, the kind of Target Chevy one, or any of his liveries. And I wasn't pleased with the custom diecast I made. It wasn't good enough really for the detail thing. So I got this one. I know it is technically a Dodge Charger, but it still looks really nice. And let's whip it out of the box and get a closer look at it. There's the race. It's early on. I do like watching these old races. I still have a bunch of them on tape as well, but I still race. And you'll have to apologise, I do have a little bit of a cold at the moment. There's the car, and I'll be honest straight away, I'll go back to my old mantra that cars with petrol or fuel or oil sponsorship always seem to look good, and this is no exception to that rule. It has always looked good. This number 42 car, as long as it's had that Texaco Hamelin livery, it's always looked nice. Back in the days of, I think it was in 2003 when it first came in, with JP Montoya running it in his rookie year, and this was of course also Juan Pablo Montoya's first ride. And here it is in COT form. It does look really nice. Start off just a basic analysis of it. As you can see there's the front end, which someone will have to correct me. For some reason that does look a bit more like a Dodge Avenger front grille, which they've just whacked Charger on. I've noticed I've got an Elliott Sadler diecast somewhere. Hang on, I will just get it. Here it is. There's another Elliott Sadler 2008 diecast with what looks to me like a Dodge Avenger front grille on it, which of course they did run Dodge Avengers in 2007, I think. The Dodges were, I'm not sure, they might be, as the cars of tomorrow, I mean. Obviously I've got the 07 500 up at the moment and they're running the COYs. But yeah, I wonder, because somebody told me this year, on this year's Fords, there's the old problem with this year's Fords, on the 2009 Action Fords, they actually have the 2008 front grille. For some reason they already put them into production like that before Ford changed the grille on the NASCARs, and it may be a similar thing here. They started putting these cars into production for the 2008 season, and then Dodge announced they were changing to the Charger. So basically what they've had to do here is, as you can see there, I don't know if the camera's picked that up. Come on, there it is. You see it just under the front grille. They have put the Charger name on it, but as you can see, I am convinced that is a Avenger front grille. Now, if anyone can tell me otherwise, or give me another explanation for the situation, I would gladly appreciate it. Just comment away and tell me why that's the case. But I'm pretty sure that is a Dodge Avenger front grille on it. But anyway, it's another little detail. It's like I say for the 2009 Fords. If you really are bothered that much by accuracy, then you're not going to like it. It's going to annoy you every time, you know. But it really doesn't bother me to much of a degree. I still think the Avenger looks nice. Like I say, I'm convinced it's Avenger. If someone tells me otherwise, then I will agree with them. Yeah, it still looks very nice. This car looks very mean, especially in this kind of livery. It's all black, rather than a few years ago it was in kind of I don't know, it had more kind of different colours on it. But for a few years now, while they used that Texaco Hamelin livery, it was just all black, and it really looked quite mean. And this car is the same, especially with that front grille like that. You see it like that? This looks very aggressive. Imagine running in a race and that having right behind the rear view mirror. It's going to look quite mean in the rear view mirrors. The colour combination with the car also just makes it look really nice. Red, yellow and on black. It just looks gorgeous. Like I say, the red 42, red numbers, matching the red of the Texaco Havilland logo, and of course they've got the Havilland logos there, and on the trunk lid, boot lid, little Texaco stars on the rear spoiler, Big Red, which was his alternative sponsor for that year. You've got some other sponsors right there. Can't read them. Techron, I think that is. Dodge, and a couple of smaller logos, as well as all the other logos here. NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and all of that, obviously. And it's good detail on this one. They've got the moulding. They've done the moulding very well. The grills on some of the action pit stop cars do look a bit off centre sometimes, but that one looks very good, very accurate, and it is already one of my favourite diecasts. I just absolutely adore this livery. It is a really, really nice car. It's nothing special in terms of quality. You know what you're going to get with action pit stop cars. Pretty basic, you know. I am hoping to get hold of a couple of action elite cars, you know, the hood opening ones, in a week or so, in under a week or so, hopefully. And as soon as I get hold of them, I'm going to put a review up of them. All of these cars, of course, are going towards my stop motion shootout race, which I should be getting to work on very, very soon. Well, I technically already have started working on it, but all of these cars will be pretty much involved in it. And if anybody has any suggestions for things like qualification proceedings, like the real All-Star race has just to frame this. The real All-Star race has kind of elimination proceedings, or no, not what am I on about? Elimination proceedings, ways that they qualify the cars. For example, you have different methods to get into the race. You either win a race and then you're in. You have the Nextel or Sprint Open, is it now? Sprint Showdown, that's it, that's what it's called. I still know it's the Winston or Nextel Open. You have that, and the winner, or I think it is just the winner of that, gets in. And then you have the fan vote and the previous champions provisional. Now I really don't want to film an extra race with it to qualify the other cars. I'm thinking something along the lines of the 12 cars in the chase this year, followed by anybody else who's won a race this year, and that includes non-points races, so that would mean Kevin Harvick would get in because he won the Bodge shootout. And then, I don't know, I could put it up on here and have a fan vote, and I might do that. If you want to make sure your driver is in the race, just vote on it. Something like that, you know. But if anyone's got any ideas they want to put forward for it, feel free, and I will take them into account and I will listen. I want to hear your views on this one. You can give me any good ideas. Until then, see you next time, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thanks a lot.